How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Say Goodnight Kevin, the show where I watch stuff. And you guys watch me watching stuff. It's a bit of a YouTubeception. I am going to be talking about the trailer for the movie The Chosen today. And before I get started, I wanted to let you know I just released an interview with Dallas Jenkins, the director of The Chosen. So if you want to hear a little bit about this show from the horse's mouth, you can go check that out on my podcast, the Say Goodnight Kevin podcast. The link is in the description. He also made the movie that I reviewed, The Resurrection of Gavin Stone. So we talk about that. He's also the son of Jerry Jenkins, writer of Left Behind. We have a good old time, and he's a good guy. So there. Good night. Here comes Peter Cottontail coming down the bunny trail. Is that how that song goes? Nobody knows. Happy Easter, everybody. In celebration of Easter and in celebration of my voice, kind of going a little hoarse. Here's a little horse. This isn't a horse. This is Donkey Ali, the little donkey that carried Jesus on the road to Jerusalem. Donkey Ali is probably the best portrayal of kind of an extra-biblical story.
Don't let your small size or your white coat keep you from seeing what God sees.
However, Dallas Jenkins believes he can do better. I'll be the judge of this. Let's check it out. Shall we? The Chosen is a series. I watched the pilot episode, which was like this no budget about kind of the story of the birth of Jesus Christ, but from the perspective of a young shepherd who was kind of trying to figure out the world. I reviewed it, and basically what I said is I'm really looking forward to the full series. It looks awesome, especially for the low budget. I can see why people are like, yes, more of this. It felt like half a story. I felt like we didn't get to know anybody. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. But I had my criticisms, as I always do. Kind of said it was a little slow, but really impressive for something that didn't have a budget. The makers of The Chosen did it's not a Kickstarter campaign, but it's a crowdfunding campaign through VidAngel. You can look it up. I don't have to explain everything. What, I'm not your dad, all right, who has to explain everything to you because you didn't listen the first time. Okay, what am I talking about? The Chosen, yes. They raised like $1 million an episode. Now, you guys should know by now that whenever I give a number, it's a number I found on the internet. That number could be wrong. Just thinking about like how a crowdfunding campaign works, it's like winning the lottery. When you win $1 million, you really only get to take home like 1,000. I'm not gonna say, well, the $1 million budget's there, but it's a bigger budget than I've ever had. It's a bigger budget than the pilot, so I'll probably be a little more judgmental about the series, but I think that I'm excited. This trailer just dropped today on this very day, and I wanted to watch it and see what we think. I like Dallas. I like the conversation I had with him, and I think that he has a good eye for character, and he has an understanding of what makes a character work. So hopefully that's what he does with the Bible, and we get to see something unique and interesting that typically isn't what we see. I think of the movie Risen. It's like a CSI episode from the perspective of a Roman soldier, but about finding the body of Jesus. Who done it? Who done it? We did it, but who done took it after we did it? Let's find out. I won't spoil that, but if you read the book, you know. Let's stop rambling, Kevin, and just check out the trailer right now. Once again, it just dropped today. Let's go. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on.
Excuse me.
All right, starting off in the water.
I have something for you. For me. Throw this down for a catch. I don't have a quarrel with you.
Good job on making it look kind of like the Jesus movie. It's got that look to it where it's like, hey, we're wearing burlap sacks as clothes. I'm sure it's historically accurate.
We've been doing this all night. Nothing.
So that's Jesus. You've ever heard of him? And this is probably Simon Peter and Andrew. What's gonna happen? Oh, the #1 crowdfunded media project of all time. I heard beating out Mystery Science Theater. Psh, obviously, Mystery Science Theater holds a special place in my heart. Probably one of the biggest influences for me in my lifetime. This is interesting. I do like that interaction there with like, hey, toss it over the other side. We've been at it all night. Just give us a break for once, Jesus. Just give it a go. Who knows what you'll find? I mean, I do know. I'm Jesus. I know everything. I like that.
Fruit here is incredible. Everything that grows here is immaculate. Except for the people.
I'm sorry, but the people are immaculate, especially if Mary is there.
You're such a miserable lot. You worship one God, and yet you're all divided.
Only one language keeps their peace. None to speak it.
You are the great Nicodemus.
I serve only God.
Oh,
Yes.
Nicodemus.
Yes, so do your enemies, rogue preachers in the wilderness, raving about a coming Messiah.
You're scared. I've lost everything. Burnt every bridge. If I don't catch a ton of fish or get some help somehow, they'll arrest me. I'm trapped.
No more talking, Simon. Maybe God can get your attention now.
This Easter,
Who are you?
Mary,
Fear not,
see Jesus.
for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name.
Hey, Hollywood. How about them getting real people who don't look like just blonde white Americans to be in this movie, huh? You happy now?
Mr. Hollywood.
I saw him. It was incredible.
You have experienced a miracle. You are healed.
What do you want from me? Follow me.
He performed miracles and seeks no credit.
This is awesome. I like it so far.
Yes.
I don't know his name. His time for man to know has not yet come.
We've waited for you for so long, we believe. You have much bigger things ahead of you, Simon, son of Jonah. Anything is possible now. Don't you see?
Would you at least know him if you saw him again?
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's Jesus.
I will know him for the rest of my life.
The end. Oh, The Chosen. Season 1. Oh, man, I can't wait for Season 2. What I like about this is that they're exploring characters, and Dallas Jenkins, when I talked to him, he said what they're doing is kind of extrapolating from what they know about these people in the Bible, and then saying, well, how would they have gotten there? Matthew, the tax collector, he's like not typically how they portray tax collectors whenever making biblical movies. They usually portray them like, I want money. And Nicodemus, who would be like, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna get in big trouble. That's cool too. So I can't wait to watch the show. Go check it out. I think you can watch the first episode for free. So if you want to watch that first free episode, go check it out and let me know what you think. I'll definitely be checking it out. I bet you $5 I won't be able to keep myself from telling you guys what I think, because that's what I do for a living. All thanks to you guys who pledged to my Patreon at patreon.com/saygoodnightkev, or at my Subscribestar, which is subscribestar.com/saygoodnightkevin. That's right, one last thing that I promoted here on the show. That's all I've got to say for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to you all later. Good night.